am brand new. Regenerated, every cell is fresh. And every 7 years it all gets replaced again.
What you were just listening to is Seal Party, a music band that created this, that was created during the pandemic here in San Francisco when two friends found themselves with access to a legendary studio in this city. Since then, they've been writing a large batch of new songs, and now they're presenting their new album with us. Here to tell us more are musicians Chris McGrew and Kevin Seal. Chris, Kevin, thanks for being here with us at Live in the Bay.
Thanks for having us.
Yes, of course. I am so excited to talk about your new album release. But before we get to that, I want to learn a little bit about the history. So you guys got started in the pandemic. What made you guys want to start a band together?
Well, we needed to do something to keep ourselves sane. And getting together, even just as a duo or with one or two other people and playing music was a tonic to us. It helped us get through. For my son, getting out of the house and just hanging out in the studio with us while he was doing his remote learning on his laptop helped him as well. So it was self-preservation and self-care more than anything else.
And also, you know, we had worked together in the past on another project, and there'd been some time between, and I just thought, man, we gotta go back to that process because it had worked really well, and now 2 records deep where it's flowing.
Yeah,
so,
yeah. Well, you just mentioned the 2 records, so let's touch on it now. This is your latest record. Congratulations on this. So tell me what everyone can expect to find on this.
Well, it's a party, and much as any party is different depending on the guests, we have different people appearing on different tracks, and their flavors really add a lot to the mix. So it's very danceable, a lot of it. It's very up, but it's very textured, and there's a lot of sort of deep harmonic stuff happening, hopefully, and great percussion from Chris.
And Kevin's a master of chord voicings, and so we've managed to write some songs that are interesting even to some really great jazz luminaries, and we had Jahari Stampley played on a song, and we had Nicholas Payton play on a song. So we're honored to have access to this great studio where lots of these people come through and are, you know, willing to join on the party.
Yeah, I want to touch a little bit on this great studio here in San Francisco. I think that San Francisco is such a great place for just music and the history of music here. So, you know, what was it like for you being able to create there?
It was an honor, and it continues to be an honor. I never take it for granted. Walking into Wally's Hideout, which is in Hyde Street Studios in the Tenderloin, you just sense it's seeped into every piece of equipment, into all the walls. I mean, it's throughout the studio, and I'm continually just humbled by the legends that have been in that place. I feel very fortunate to be able to work
Chris,
there.
how inspired are you in there?
It's been a privilege of mine to be producing records there for the last 8 years, and to be a part of that place was a dream come true for me. And every day when I go in, I'm pinching myself walking down the halls. And so this record kind of represented an opportunity for us to really treat the Hideout like the clubhouse that it's always been for the music scene. It's been there since 1969, and lots of famous records have been done there. You can look it up. It used to be called Wally Hyder Studios. We call it Wally's Hideout now under its current configuration, with 4 of us running that studio. And we've had a lot of support from the music community to help get this record together, and we're really looking forward to sharing the tour results, you know, from tightening the band on the road with San Francisco on Thursday.
Yeah, let's talk about the performance. You guys have a show on Thursday. What are the details, and what are you most looking forward to? Well,
it's this Thursday at Bottom of the Hill in Potrero Hill. We're playing with Laserbeam and Pardon the Interruption. And we have some fantastic horn players joining us for this show, Jameson Smeltz and Lucas Davis. And then we've got on guitar, Damon Wood, on bass, Spence Murray. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how this particular lineup meshes up. Every time we get together, it's all about the interaction between the people that happen to be there that day. And so with this one, there's a certain chemistry that's going to happen with just those people, and I can't wait to see what results from it.
Yeah, originally we planned to just have Kevin and I direct traffic at the party every time and have it be different, but we've found that Spence and Damon and our percussionist Liam have all kind of congealed, and we have like a real unit happening now that on this third tour that we just did in June kind of really came together. So it's a mixture, best of both worlds. We have surprises every show, but we also have a really tight unit that has played a lot together. So.
Yeah, and amazing. I think that really speaks to kind of just your guys' level of really getting together and being able to kind of blend all of these different sounds and different people coming together. That's, you know, that's impressive because you're not familiar with each other all the time, but you can get a little bit of a different sound. So.
Well, that's the excitement when you go to a party, right?
Yeah.
You might meet someone new and, you know, have a new friend out of it or something. And to us, we wanted to emphasize that it's not just about our songs or whatever. It's about us all coming together at the show or around the events we put together. It's an important thing that music brings people together in a physical space, not just online, you know, streaming or whatever.
Well, before I let you go, I just have one more question. Congratulations once again on the second album, Circles Headed to the Sky. What are you most proud of with this album?
What am I most proud of with this album? I think I'm most proud of the way it sounds. And I think Chris really has a lot to do with that as the head engineer and producer on it. There's just something to the sound of this record, and having it on LP makes a huge difference. There's a warmth to it and a depth to it it sounds better than anything else I've ever worked on before.
Amazing.
Yeah, and we also, our release party at the Makeout Room was filmed as part of a show that is going to be coming out in some fashion called Club Sets, where it's going to feature a lot of local bands, and we're going to try to help support the scene and bring more attention to the local music scene that's happening. There's so many great bands in San Francisco.
Yeah, where can people stay up to date on the details with any future things coming up?
SealParty.com.
Okay. Chris, Kevin, thank you so much for joining us here at Live in the Bay, and congratulations on the new album.
Thanks,
Jess.
Yes.